Hi everyone, I have a project that I'd like to share with you, and this is a 4x4 tile that I have created for Marion Smith, and this tile will be added to other tiles to create a collage, and then the collage will be auctioned off to help raise money for Reese's Rainbow. And Reese's Rainbow is an adoption organization. And I have a link down below that you can go and read a little bit more about Reese's Rainbow. Today I just want to tell you about the tile. I'd rather you get the information from the link down below for Reese's Rainbow. This tile was created using medium weight chipboard, and we had a couple of requirements for our tile. And it needed to be on medium weight chipboard, and it had to be a 4x4. It needed to be in the brown tones, and it had to have a vintage theme or a vintage feel to it. And then also Marion wanted us to add dimension. So this is what I have created, and I used some interesting products in my tile. I didn't really want to use paper. I do have some on here, but it's very little. What I did was I took the medium weight chipboard, and I took some of this muslin that you can buy by the yard. This here. And has a really nice weight and texture to it. So what I did was I covered the chipboard piece with the muslin. Then I took my Moonshadow Mist in the Van Dyke Sepia, and I sprayed it over the entire tile. And then I dried it with my heat tool. Then I took another small piece of chipboard, which is this one here, and I used the stamp set by Hero Arts. It's called Simply Handmade, and it has this little pattern here. And I took it and I stamped it with Versamark onto the chipboard, and then I heat embossed it with white embossing powder. Then I took my Tim Holtz Distress Ink in the Vintage Photo along with my distressing tool or inking tool, and I distressed the edges, inked up the edges, and so I like the way that turned out. And then this here, this little pair of scissors, I used the same stamp set by Hero Arts. It's got the little scissors right here. And I took that stamp and I stamped it onto this metal sheet here. And it has adhesive on the back. So and that's where it was there. I stamped it on here with black StazOn ink. And then I cut it out and I adhered it on top of the pattern there. And then what I did here is the spool from the Tim Holtz die. I cut out, I think there was 4 of them. And I adhered them one on top of the other. And then I took my black embossing powder and I embossed it. And then I took some hemp cord, and I wrapped it all around the spool, and then I adhered the spool on there. And then what I did with the dress form was I cut out 3 of them, and I adhered them on top of each other. And then I took some more of the muslin, and I covered it just on the top. And then I embossed it with black embossing powder as well. Then this here is all the paper that I used on this. And I just took some of the Tim Holtz ruler. And this is from the Lost and Found collection. And I added that. And then I added these little pearls. And it's these flat back pearls. So I added some pearls. And then this here is some seam binding. And I took it and I sprayed it with the Moonshadow Mist, and then I crinkled it up and heat set it, and then I tied it into a bow and adhered it there. And then I added these flowers. This one right here is by Paper Studio, and I picked it up at Hobby Lobby, and they come like this. And there's 6 of them, so I used that. And then this is from the Tim Holtz Flourish, and this little flower as well. And then I took one of the little pearls, like the same as this one here, and I adhered it there onto the center. And then I just took my black pen, I signed my name, and then I decided I'd go around the edge and just do a little faux stitching. And if I had thought about it before I adhered it, I would have run it through my sewing machine and added the stitch, but I didn't think about that till later. And I love that little finished touch that it added to the canvas, or to the muslin. So that is the tile that I've created for Marion, and I will get this in the mail today. And I'm excited to see what everyone's creating. And thank you everyone for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.